Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Humankind, where we are playing the 100 Years War, which is kind of ironic because we only got 75 turns to play. But that on the side, we are doing pretty well. But first of all, let me also say that I have currently set up a Ko-fi page, which if you wish to contribute to the channel directly, rather than through commercial watching on YouTube and so on, that would be a great option, and it would really be appreciated as times are getting tough right now financially and all the bits help. So anything you're willing to donate will be more than appreciated. The link will be in the description below, and with that out of the way, let's get cracking. We'll end this turn.
Your first harbor. Fishing, trade, voyages of exploration. You will see many things out of this tiny window onto a huge world.
Alright, so we got new research, and that means we can upgrade our swordsman into great swordsman. I'm not entirely sure if we're not making great swordsman here. No, we're not. Alright, good. These people will be stationed here for now. Meanwhile, our horseman is going to continue scouting around. And looks like this will be a pretty decent territory for production. We even have access to some food. 3, 12, 11. Yeah, that's not bad. And we can expand in either direction, I guess. Well, let's actually wait one turn, because we don't know what's up on the hill to the side. As for Turonus here, what do we want to do? We probably want to make sure that we get towards this area for production, because everything else is pretty terrible. Or maybe, I guess we can grab food here, +8, and then... No, that doesn't really help us. There's no production on any of these tiles, just here. So we'll kind of have to expand out in this direction, and even then we would have to build something here. It takes quite some time for us to get there, and we cannot build hamlets, unfortunately. I suppose maybe we could... yeah, but this is better than the choke points, and there's no choke points. So we're kind of screwed there, I suppose. A +8 is not bad, though +12 obviously would be better, but I kind of want to get to this production. So we'll start growing out in this direction, why not? By now we have enough to get Frankie Milites, so I will definitely be researching chivalry. We get an Aristar for Estate, which brings us pretty close, but not quite there.
Understand that this is not a negotiation.
No, this will never happen.
No more talk.
Oh.
My armies will speak for me.
Aha, okay. Well then, we are being declared war on. With equal war support, that's super aggressive, by the way. But that means it's kind of time to consolidate our forces. And we have Furut over here, which is, right now, it's just an outpost. We could grab salt, because it provides more food to everything. And we have plenty of influence, so we might as well grab everything we can. Horses. Ambergris. What about this? Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll go ahead and grab that. I suppose we could attach this to Turonus as well. We could even attach it to Paris, but nah. We're doing it to Turonus. Because we do get a bit of extra production here, which will also benefit Turonus. So that is not terrible. Oh man, even here with like +1. That did not quite work out in the way that I had hoped, I suppose. We can spend some more money on getting friendly with these guys, and then we can assimilate them. We will get access to all of their armies, which would be fantastic. Spend a bit of influence on it as well. And as for the horsemen, I think their job exploring for now is over. We'll pull them back. These guys will continue, however. We'll grab the old horde over here, and then what do we want to do here? Ah yeah, that was the thing, right? We wanted to check out this territory maybe. 16-8 and 4, 12-11. Probably this would be the best place. Oh, and there's salt and horses as well, so we'll just keep expanding wherever we can, you know? What else? Great swordsmen are coming, but we could use one more. Actually, we could spend the money to finish it off straight away. Now we'll get some more crossbowmen. Because I have no idea about the strength of the English. So... Oh, we also have a territory over here that we could become friendly with, I suppose. Yeah, they declared war. They need to do something to make something happen, but... Let's see, +10 stability on city that you occupy. We don't occupy anything. And +5 stability on garrisons. Garrisons are the fortifications that we decided not to build because we don't really have any choke points. Like, it would make sense here. And very few other places, I would say. Or maybe here, we could build 2. Alright. You are going to be hanging out like that. You're going to move through here. You'll move over here, and as for you, you'll move across the hills. Alright. Now, we could help with the Colossus of Rhodes, get it done a little bit faster, just one more turn, but then we can focus on something else.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that, ideally, ensure a fair and honorable society.
Alright, so now we get access to hamlets, and this is going to help us out a lot because hamlets can be built anywhere, and that will allow us to get much closer to actual sources of industry. So that gives me a little bit more hope for the future. Alright, we'll jump in on with you. Actually, we do go up to 6 apparently, that's interesting. Yeah, 6 is the total. I was looking at it weird. This is a nice kind of balance as well. We'll upgrade you into Frankie Milites, but except we can't because we're not making enough money. Alright, so that kind of tells us what we need to do here in the near future. We need to start building some more places that produce money for us. Salt is nice. +10 food and +10% food now and everything. I get some more science and other things from that as well. And ooh, we have the English over on this side as well. Sham over here, interesting. Alright, so they have a little outpost here, here, and then they have London. So that they're kind of around us, I suppose. We still don't really need theology because we don't need a +1 city cap right now. Furnace steel, high furnace, +1 industry on maker's quarter per adjacent maker's quarter. Yeah, decent, okay. Armory, +25 experience on creating units per iron, and +1 veterancy level for militia units. That is nice. We will grab that for sure. Alright. World Wonders. We got 50 for building a wonder.
This
and then
Colossus
100
is a mighty image for a mighty empire. And it's discreetly garbed in a toga for those who pass beneath.
Alright, so they claim the Lighthouse of Alexandria, which makes sense. They need to cross the ocean, right? But they haven't built it yet because we got 50 fame for building one. We'll grab Forbidden City for the war support bonus. That was the other one that I was eyeing, and it hasn't been claimed yet, so that is what we're getting.
Another empire has built and gained the vision of the great lighthouse of Alexandria.
I guess I just finished it.
Maybe they'll let you visit.
So that brings them up. Oh, that brings them equal to me. Alright, that's not too bad, I suppose. Alright, they don't seem to have any military units here, so we are burning down Sham. And we'll see for how long we can get away with it, of course. +6 money. It's not great, but we need to do something here, because we're down to +2. Turonis, +11, that is much better. And as for Aurelianus, +6. Over here, we'll expand the city a bit, rather than taking over this territory. That's not too bad. We get a steed. Yeah, we definitely need to focus on cult or on influence actually, because we are in a steed culture, of course. So those steed stars are actually worth more, but we just got the maximum. I guess we need to kill more units and then go for this, because that will be the maximum that we can get this in this particular time. Alright, you're all staying there, you're all stationed here. And that should be that city taken care of. And as for food in Aurelianus, we are suffering a bit because we have more people trying to work this than we have space for. So that means we need to build a farmer's quarter, and we get +21 food by building it here, and it's going to be done in one turn.
The people certainly have enough bread.
There we
Will
go.
5 circuses be built next?
As for production, we can get a +16 over here. That is also really great. We will definitely keep working on that. You will need to stay there. Food in Paris is also quite low. Well, we can get a +26 here, but we will lose money, which I don't want. We need the money. When actually this is, we're going up a bit, and that is nice. And we need to keep going up a bit. +12 over here, just right next to that harbor. And then what else do we want to do? Forts would be nice. Siege weapons are useful since we are at war now. Absorbing cities could be okay. Trade insurance, not really necessary. Forests, we don't care about. Commodity markets, +2 money per trader, that could be okay. And then saboteurs. Yeah, these are getting a rework in the next DLC, with the next DLC, which will be interesting. Festival +2 influence. I guess seafaring, why not? And gets us onto the water, hopefully. Alright, what else can we do? We could make another city. But which one? Wason over here is decent. Aurelis lacks a lot of food, actually. We'll grab that just to offset it a little bit. So that's just because they have too much population. 8 and 14. 8 and 13. I guess we can turn Chap here into a city. And we'll attach... can it be done? Ah, it cannot be done because there's no adjacent territory. Alright, we'll fix that at some point in the near future. For now, however... a harbor. That's decent. Sure. Oh, maybe I should have built it here so that I could have attached another district to it, which now is not possible. Hindsight. Paris. What are we doing in Paris? +6 industry and for one turn. No, I think actually the armory would be a really good choice here right now. I think that would really help. We also have a lot of these things already completed now that we built the city. So actually that does answer my earlier question. Now that we got that particular upgrade, we the technology, I think, it was the tech that gave it to us, I think. Feudalism, colony model, yeah, starts with free population, starts with all infrastructures that are already unlocked and constructible from ancient era to classical era. Yeah, so that gives these cities a really strong boost, really powerful. And I guess yeah, military architecture can be next, because why not? And then the Defiant Canvas, with cultural venues flourishing across the empire. A famous painter has been criticizing your rule obliquely through their work. Based in the cosmopolitan city of Carnotena, their latest piece depicts a gluttonous, saggy-fleshed giant snacking on a platter of sugared cakes, and they are gaining much public attention. What is your response? We can prohibit it with a chance of bad consequences, or we can encourage it. Yeah, I don't want bad consequences, and this also moves us further towards liberty, which I'm okay with. And then Kanata, I want extra production, so we'll build a maker's quarter first of all. We're doing okay on food.
Other empires are nervously wondering what is being built with those 5 makers' quarters.
Aha! The English are arriving. Alright then. At this point we have enough money to actually upgrade this into Frankie Milites. Aurelianus needs more food. And more food is what it will get. Turonus also might use some more food in the near future, but I think for now let's do armory, because it will also upgrade our citizens that come out in times of defense, or when they need to defend the city. So let's see, influence. We can get influence from the Commons Quarter, but this is quite weak at the moment. We could go for more production. Food is still doing quite well, so we can ignore it more or less, for now anyway. Alright, absorb cities. We got forts that we can do, which is an upgrade. For, like it's an I think it's an infrastructure actually. But it's kind of interesting now that our second city and Paris are less well developed as our new cities, because we didn't build all of the infrastructures here yet. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. Pottery workshop doesn't really help us at this point. That doesn't really help us at this point. Food. Not the most important thing actually right now. Industry is always nice. I guess we could also go for money. Or library. A library for the science is nice. Let's go ahead and grab the library. We don't need too much more after that. In Carnatena we could build an armory as well. That is helpful. And we are slowly taking care of Sham, but then we are actually under siege by the English, which is a very bad choice for them, because not only do we have an army as well as peasants ready to fight for us, we have plenty of reinforcements coming in. I guess, oh, the city militia comes in as reinforcements, really? That's weird. But yeah, we can win this, and we will sortie against them. Alright, we'll do a manual battle. There we go. We have reinforcements able to come in from over here, so that is okay. We have our crossbowmen over here, and we are blocking off most of the territory here. So that's I'm okay with this for now, though I guess maybe the Frankie Milites could start out on the edge, like that. And then we'll put these guys over here into the corner. We'll keep these people up on the high ground. And I guess that should mean that these guys can also go onto the high ground. And that protects our archers a little bit better as well. Yeah, that works. And because we are sortying, we can actually go first, which is really nice. But it's really weird that we... Do we need a direct line of sight with this? Huh. I guess we do. Interesting. Alright, so we could go through here and attack and just wipe out the longbowmen, which is just really good. And I want to be around the back there, because they don't stand a chance. And the return attacks are they're not less or more limited, I guess, because these guys can all move to where they are needed, I suppose. We'll deploy these archers. We'll move them out of the way. Can they still attack after moving? Yes, they can. I suppose you could even sally out here and then attack the archers with these guys. Why not? Right, and then we'll move the crossbowmen inside, where it's harder to attack them. And we'll attack these guys. More crossbowmen can be called in. We'll move them in here, and then we'll shoot these guys. And these are all citizenry, right? So we don't really care if they get hurt too much. These are longbowmen though, or great swordsmen, I mean. So they do plenty of damage, but we have some of our own that we can bring in. Bring them in for the attack. Ooh, that's crazy. Alright, we'll move them out, we'll move these guys in. They can attack their, what are these? Just regular old knights. Nothing too impressive. We can deploy another great swordsman unit. Though I would prefer to move them somewhere else. We'll move them out of the way for now. I kind of want to get some spearmen into the fights, except there's no way for them to reach the horsemen. But we can actually wipe out the crossbowmen, and then they'll be more in turn, or more in range to attack with the other spearmen. They can just take their flag and then also just go on the offensive right there, do a powerful attack. I guess we can kind of attack these guys from all angles, right? We'll run them in. Have these guys come in. Everyone's just attacking. These guys are suffering quite badly. And we lost one unit, but that doesn't really hurt us because it's not a permanent unit. They're just peasants. They come with the city by default, so I guess maybe they have to regrow over time. Alright, then it's our turn again, so let us take some shots with our archers. Well, not archers, they're, well, you know, crossbowmen. Alright, so that's actually a reason not to upgrade them immediately, I suppose. Right, we'll have the spearmen come on in from this side. We'll have the Franki militaries come in for the great swordsmen. Finish off the English army. There we go. We lost only one unit, so that was 5, and we got a military star to boot, bringing us 100 fame points ahead of the English. Let's see if we can keep up.
You have unlocked seafaring. To safely travel the dangerous, hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now, and have a better chance of getting away with it.
Right, at this point, I feel like we should try to solidify our fame a little bit by building the Forbidden City. Also, for the war support is really useful. We could build it somewhere out in the middle of nowhere that I'm not... Yeah, well, now that we have a hamlet, we can actually reach all of these areas a bit more quickly, but... what to do? Guess we'll put it in the corner there, why not? Doesn't really matter. At this point, theology could come in useful because we could build another city. Post-war victory. King Beowulf, the English, has a war support of 24. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's have a look at how that is going. Our war support is growing, and theirs is receding. So we will definitely be able to win this war. We could actually even try to attempt an invasion of London. That would be interesting. Let's go ahead and see what kind of defenses they actually have. Alright, let's build one more farmer's quarter here in Aureliana, so we're kind of snaking out. A weave of iron and blood. In recognition of your elevated status on the world stage, a great artist has been accompanying you and your retinue as you travel the Empire and beyond. Now, many months later, the artist and their team have completed their great masterpiece. A brilliant tapestry that stretches the length of the palace. In its embroidered scenes are depicted great glories, marvelous cities, and the people's adulation of your rule. How should such a marvel best be used? We could sell it. There's not a lot of money though. It's okay. Divide it to get ferocious for just 2 turns. That doesn't help us at all. Patriotic for 2 turns, again, doesn't help us at all. So I guess we could do it for the Axis movements, but sell with chances of triggering another narrative event. Why not? Let's see what happens. I doubt it's anything good, but alright, so we have 2 techs left. Let's actually do alchemy for stability per researcher, so it's actually quite nice. And yeah, what else? We are still working on destroying Sham over here. That is seemingly going alright. Alright, you're going out onto the water. You're going here. These guys cannot move far at all. Aurelianus, what are we doing with you? I guess we can make Frankie Militates, you know, why not? The strong, powerful units and transport galleys, yeah.
I'm not sure what the proper adjective is, but it appears that you have been out-religioned.
Alright, so we can make... Oh, +6 industry, why? Why are we getting industry from this place? +31 food though, that's actually quite nice. The hamlets give us a lot of potential, a lot of power. Same with this one, I guess. Let's have a look. +18 food if we start over here. We could start actually just doing a ton of food production there. +11 here. I suppose it would be similar over there. I guess it doesn't really matter. Science, we don't really care about it. And we don't really have a naval trade route. +4 money on harbor. We don't have that many harbors, but... yeah. I don't know. What would be useful here now? I guess more money is never bad, but they're going low on food. Let's grow some food. Alchemy research, and then we'll build a hamlet here as well, right in that spot that they suggested earlier. Ooh, what do we have here? Great swordsman coming to my city. Or I guess they want to try and take back this place, but they're too late. We just grabbed it right out from under their noses. Let's see, 12-6, 7-11, 7-15. That's pretty nice. We'll grab that. We'll turn them into Frankie Militates. What else? We can almost land. That's good. Fields of plenty. Your empire is a land of plenty. Your city is a quilt work of farms and small holdings that feed your hungry and ambitious people, while new methods of the age bring huge grain silos into your employ, transforming the farming landscape. As the sector scales up, you must now ask yourself if it is time the state ran the empire's farms. +1 farmer slot on city or outpost per farmer's quarter. This is really good.
National control of vital products and resources, paradoxically, could provide more freedom and autonomy.
Huh, that doesn't have the impact that I thought it was going to have. I thought we would get one of these slots per farm. And I guess, well, we don't have that many farms in Paris, I suppose. Aurelianus. 25, that's a bit better, yeah. Doesn't really say how much we got per city. Oh. That is not great. They're pillaging my ambergris. Alright. Assholes. And then all that is left to do for research is guilds. I guess we'll put in some time here. What happened to these guys? Ruins. They just disappeared. I couldn't even assimilate them. Oh, I wish I had some kind of notification
This
for that.
emblematic unit certainly appears to be ready to leave their mark on something. Or someone.
That one is pretty funny. Alright, industry, well, we need a bit of happiness, I suppose. Apothecary for researchers. It's okay, I suppose. +1, so this will lead to free stability. It's actually not that great. But we don't have that many other options. Forge, we could get that, why not? Anything else is not that great. This one is good for food. We'll grab that afterwards. We'll just keep going a bit, I suppose. Are we equal in this? Interesting. Suppose we could go around and attack them from the rear. And then we are close to the city, we might actually be able to get some defenses. Maybe. Ah, they're running away. Right, that also decreases their war support, so I'm okay with that, actually. Completely. Will help with the Forbidden City. That shaves off 3 turns, that is really nice. We were ransacked, yeah. Oh, they ransacked both of these things. There's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Wow. That's a lot of archers. Holy crap. Alright, the English have seen our arrival and have come to defend themselves, but they cannot be saved. We're going on the attack, and this time they cannot run away. Actually, ooh, that is one thing I didn't take into account. We only have a few starting tiles here. Crap. Well, I guess we could put some people out to sea. Well, let's see. Alright, so we have some space to move around here. We'll move them around to the side. We'll move them over here. And that opens up this slot to get in an extra unit. And they're spearmen, which is great. We'll use them to attack their knights. Alright, that is decent. We'll do some damage with them. They can shoot in between those units, which is also great. We'll have these guys run off to the side. And they'll attack into their great swordsmen. What else do we want to get here? More crossbowmen? Because we could shoot them in between these guys then as well. That's not too bad. And then when we clear out these guys, we have some more maneuverability to move some people. Well, I guess for now, actually, we would want to deploy Frankie Militates, because then we have a bit more maneuverability. We don't want to put them out to sea, because that would be bad. Oh, but taking them out gives us an open route. And we can attack these guys. Come in from the flank and get a huge bonus. Do a ton of damage. And that's a pretty decent end to our turn here. Let's give Beowulf a chance to respond. He has 2 longbowmen, they're going to be running away, but that only makes me happier that I brought my Frankie Militates into the... Oh wow, they can shoot from really far away. I think they were up here, or they were there. I don't quite remember. Let's actually go ahead and see if we can scout that a little bit. Doesn't seem like we got the information we need. Let's move up our archers. Shoot them. Bring in some more great swordsmen. These guys are going to exhaust themselves on the last of these great swordsmen. These guys will push through. I guess they were up here. Yeah, okay, they were there. Right. I knew they were up here in one of these two places. Run them up a hill. Wipe them out. That is really nice. Alright, what else? Run these guys around the corner. Run them in here. Now we'll bring in some more crossbowmen. Just kind of have to wait their turn, I suppose. Alright, so these guys can move in here and they can finish off the great swordsman for us. And then we bring in one more unit of troops who can also not shoot anyone. Except if we move over here, and that also captures the flag. And then we'll shoot them from the side as well. Then they'll run and they'll shoot at us and we'll not lose anyone. Oh, they're shooting back. That's okay. We'll shoot a second time. And that will be the end of them. Alright. They lost 10 war support, we gained 10 war support, and they lost another army of 5. Unfortunately, we are not able to heal up in enemy territory, so that did hurt us a bit. I am curious. There they are. Let's do an instant resolution. That is not the most interesting of fights, I suppose. That's a bit more war support for us. What else do we need? Apothecary, stability, +4, because we have 4 people on science. Nah. Don't really care too much about that, I suppose. Barracks. That's okay. We'll grab Forge. Forge actually does help them with industry here. They have surprisingly a lot. And of course, you know, having people working on industry also just gives industry. We don't necessarily need to get it from terrain. Right, so the war against King Beowulf, the English, has now reached the point where surrender may be forced on them. Delaying a return to peace will cause increasingly severe war weariness penalties on your cities. And we have 36 turns left to go, but I think that is okay. We can.
You'll stink here? Open the windows.
I can force a surrender. And then we can demand several things. I guess we cannot demand Bordeaux. It is not currently occupied by the winner of the war. But I guess they can give us Musica and Ashlesha and Asselfafage. Except that is too much. That is, they're not willing to do that. I guess we need to give. I need to get Musica to get Ashlesha. I need to get Ashlesha to get Asselfafage. Everything else is not really an option. And they cannot become our vassal, because we have a war score of 132. We would need 230 war score to force them to become our vassal. So that will never happen. But we will force a surrender.
Answer to me. Understand?
And that gives us access to... Oh, these two territories. Interesting. Alright, we could turn one of these into a city. Let's turn this one into a city, actually, and then attach Musica to it. And I actually have really good walls as well. What the hell? Those are better walls than we have, right? Oh, that's just stone walls. Oh. I thought it was the third tier for a second. Alright, Maker's Quarters. Let's start building here. So nice that now we have a city over in England. We'll finish this turn because we, again, have been playing for some time. Oh, now we can heal our troops here as well. That's perfect. Alright. Send them over the channel. These guys are going to heal up. And as for Turonis, none of this is good. I guess we could build another hamlet, but even here there is still nothing much in terms of production. It doesn't really help us. Money, plus 13. Yeah, we'll turn this into a money house. Why not? But that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.